Hey everybody, my name is Mairead and welcome back to my channel. I'm not dead. I haven't posted a video since September, and this is December. So I just wanted to do a little life update just because I feel like I have been shit's been crazy. Not like with anything exciting. I just feel like I've been busy 95% of the time, and so I haven't had the free time to just sit down and film at all. So yeah. College. So I had just finished up fall quarter a couple weeks ago now, like a week ago. So this week is my first week of break. Last week is finals week, but I got done on Tuesday just because of the way how my finals were set up. So I'm done. This quarter was stressful. I took a full course load, so I took 3 classes. I took Soc 101, I took General Biology with lab, and then I took World Civilizations 2, so it was kind of a heavy workload, not like, oh my god, I'm gonna die workload, but a pretty heavy workload, especially with sociology and world civ, because with those 2 classes, it was reading a chapter every fucking week, and it was like chapters that were like almost 100 pages every fucking week. And I'm one of those people where it's like I feel like I need to take notes, and I feel like I'm obligated to take notes because sometimes lectures just aren't enough for me. So it was just kind of like a lot of time was spent just trying to jam shit into my brain. And then, I was going 4 days a week. So I had 1 class on Monday and Wednesday, and then all 3 classes on Tuesday, which sucked so badly because fucking the way how the school where I'm going to, the campus is set up, the science buildings and the art I don't know how to explain it. So the building where history takes place and the art building, which for some reason sociology was in the art building this quarter, I don't know why, it was stupid, is on one side of campus, and the natural science building was on the other side of campus, and it literally is a 20-minute walk from point A to point B, and I only had 15 minutes in between Soc 101 and General Biology, so it was just like I fucking hated Tuesdays. And then I had and then 2 classes on Thursday, and on top of an hour-long commute, and so it was just a lot of juggling schoolwork and just trying to not drive myself insane, which can sometimes be very hard for me, just because I feel like when it comes to school, I'm very much a perfectionist, and I strive to get good grades, and I always try to get straight A's, and sometimes obviously that doesn't work out, sometimes it does. It just kind of depends on the class, it depends on the teacher or professor, but yeah, so that shit was bonkers. As it is right now, I know what my grade is in 2 of my classes. I know what my grade is, my final grade, for Soc 101 and World Civ 2. I don't know what my grade is right now for General Biology, which is so fucking frustrating. And he hasn't put the final in the grade book and a couple other things. And so it's just like, I just want to know what the fuck my grades are. And it's just so, I'm done. I'm so done with it. So that's been I'm still so stressed just because I don't know what my grade is in that one class. And I mean, I know I did well. Like, I know it's going to be a B, but at the same time, I want to know what I got on the final and things like that. But, you know. Let's see what else has been going on in my life. I'm still single. Yeah, like, and I have no friends. Like, every time I talk to my parents about it, they're like, oh, you have friends. No, I really fucking don't. There's like 2 people I talk to. One girl I talked to who I sat next to in World Civ, and I talked to her during class and such. And then one girl who I sat next to and talked with a lot in Social 101. So I felt like I kind of got close to those 2, but it wasn't like, we're not necessarily close, but like well acquainted with them. But it didn't get to the point where I was like exchanging numbers and we're not like studying together and doing that kind of shit. Just because, I don't know, I feel like because of the way high school went for me, it is so freaking hard for me to, how do I want to put this? It's really hard for me to like, it's hard for me to like initiate a friendship or like step towards a friendship, just because it's, I don't know, it's just not who I am anymore. And I'm always really cautious when I start getting acquainted with people and getting to know people better. So there's that. Let's see, what else? Was going to a lot of Sounders games. So pretty well from September to now, or the end of September till now. I went to every single home Sounders game except for one. So there was that. I don't know, like, I know this is a makeup channel or whatever, and I talk about soccer occasionally. Not really that much on my channel, but lately I've been getting like super into it lately. Like, I was really into it for the longest time, and then I kind of wasn't necessarily expressing it a whole lot. I think I talked about it before. Maybe I haven't. I don't know, but it had to do with bullying in high school and stuff like that, so then I kind of felt like I had to suppress that passion of mine, I guess. And so then because I don't have those people around me anymore, and I don't have like that toxic environment as much, you know, I don't know how I want to put this. So like in high school, it was really hard for me to express my love for soccer. And then when I was in a relationship, he was very much a football, whatever. And so it was just suppressing. And then now it's just like I've been getting so fucking into it. And like last year I was too, with, you know, getting to MLS Cup and things like that. And it's kind of a, I don't want to say tradition, but it's kind of like my dad and mine's thing, and my brother's thing too, even though he's not as hyped about it. But it's kind of our thing to go to every playoff game. Home, obviously, we're not gonna fucking travel to Houston and shit. But yeah, so I've been talking about soccer like nonstop lately. But so I went to a lot of Sounders games. I went to last practice, which is the practice before they go to MLS Cup. They did it last year too, and so you get to see the last half an hour of practice, even though practices are open to the public all the time anyway. But it's just kind of like one of those things where it's more of a celebratory type of deal. I don't really know exactly how to explain it, but did that. And then MLS Cup, which we watched on TV, and that was just depressing. and then they came home from Toronto, and then they encouraged fans to go to Boeing Field, which it's not the main airport, but it's where like charter planes land and things like that. So my dad and I did that, and it was kind of, I'm like going on a rant. Whatever. It's a life update. I'm going to talk about what's been going on. Like there wasn't a whole lot of people there, and it was kind of, obviously it was kind of a, not necessarily, like it was kind of a depressing mood over the whole thing just because of the outcome of the MLS Cup. But then, you know, the guys were just, obviously they just looked depressed, honestly, and it was, as a fan, it's hard to watch, especially since you're feeling those emotions too, especially me, because this is a team that I've, for the longest time, I've been a fan of them, even times where I haven't been like super verbal about that. It's still a team that I feel very passionate about, and I have a lot of sentimental value attached to this team. So then to see them lose the MLS Cup after winning last year, and then seeing them come home, and it was just really it was kind of overwhelming, and I like can't talk, or I'm not phrasing my words very well, but it was just kind of, I don't know, it was just hard to see. And it's like the relationship between the fans and the Sounders is, honestly, it's unbelievable. And I know it's unlike any other sports fan base, because we're able to have a lot of one-on-one contact with them, and you know, we're allowed to go to practices. You know, they're always more than happy to stop and talk to people, take pictures, sign shit, but it's always like, you know, even just stopping and having a conversation, they appreciate it, and you, as a fan, you appreciate it too, because these are these people that, you know, you want to see them succeed, and you just invest a lot in this team, especially for some. And so it was just, you know, it was just hard to see. And then with that, they were handing out like shirts and hats and scarves and stuff. And I didn't realize they were doing that, because we were at like the end of the, whatever, they had this like in 2 lines from the door leaving the airport. And so we were at like the end of one of them. So we didn't realize that they were doing this. And then, so then we were the last ones to see them and stuff. And then all of a sudden, Tony Alfaro, who, he's been with them, the Sounders, for a while, a couple years now. Yeah, but then he just randomly hands me this scarf, and I'm just like, the fuck? I was just like super confused, and I was like, why are you giving me this to me? Like, I don't understand. But then I realized that, oh, they're giving this to everybody, or trying to give stuff to everybody. Even though there was this one kid who, I've had run-ins with him in the past, and I can't fucking stand him. But he was like going back and forth from the front and the end, trying to get every single thing they were handing out, and it was just, oh my god, he's annoying as fuck. But I thought that was super sweet, and I felt like, you know, they didn't need to do that. And if you follow me on social media, I doubt it. Who the fuck wants to follow me on social media? I took a picture of the scarf, and I thanked him just because he's the one who gave it to me, even though I know it was a team thing. But I kind of felt like I wanted to thank him for doing that, even though it was just kind of a, here, take this, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here type deal. But, you know, I've never really met him. There's a couple guys on there who I've met, obviously. And, you know, you see them at practices, you shake hands, that kind of stuff at practices. And so there's some guys that I feel like, you know, I don't know. But I've never really talked to him before. And so it was like one of those things where it was kind of weird, and I felt like I wanted to thank him, and so it was just kind of like, I don't know what to do. So then I took a picture of it and posted it on my Twitter and Instagram, and I was like, oh, well, thank you for this, and I wish I was able to properly thank you in person. But then he wasn't protected for expansion draft, so he just liked the stuff. It wasn't like anything big, because I'm sure it was, you know, you're potentially getting shipped off to another team, but you know, that's something else. Let's see what else has been going on in my life, my pathetic little life. I've been really into Premier League lately. As you can tell, a big theme of this is soccer. Like I said, I've been super into soccer lately. I was not lying. So I've been like, I've always had a thing for Arsenal. But this year it's like, I don't know, I feel like I'm paying a hell of a lot more attention. And that fan love, I'll call it that, has like grown. And so it's gotten to the point where, like, because of the time difference between here and the UK, there's been days where I've literally gotten up at 4 a.m. to watch a fucking game. Like, that's insane. Who the fuck wants to get up that early to watch a game? Apparently me, because I'm insane. But yeah, there's that. Health stuff, that's not really anything to talk about. Yeah, my life is sad and pathetic. That's been like it. It's really just been school and watching soccer when I get the chance, and, you know, Sounder stuff. Yeah, that's been like it. I thought there was more, but my life really is yeah, there's been like nothing big to happen in my life. But I felt like I'd share it. Anyway, so, but yeah, thank you for watching this fucking video that in reality sucks, but, you know, it is what it is. Let me know in the comments down below if you want me to do a video about, like, tips and tricks that I use to stay on top of schoolwork or things like that. I can definitely do that for the start of winter quarter. I know a lot of people either do colleges do, it's either semesters or it's quarters. Mine, it's quarterly. So, but yeah, just let me know. I'm more than willing to do that kind of video. Just because I feel like even though I'm labeled this channel a makeup channel, it's just like, it's kind of whatever I feel like doing. But yeah, again, thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed, or at least learned something about myself, learned something about me from my rambling. Don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already, and give this video a thumbs up. I love you all, and I'll see you in my next video.